Okay, TikTok, YouTube, what is up, guys? How y'all doing today? We're gonna be tuning into the 3.4 live stream this morning with HSR. It is the most anticipated update of HSR, but let's get on with this and just get on with the live stream now. Yeah, I kind of tuned into it a little bit beforehand just to kind of figure out what to expect for the next patch, and yeah, I just kind of I've already seen most of it. It's just some of it I haven't seen at all. I haven't seen it all yet, but it's just for content mainly. Because I mean, I haven't been able to do my content on the games lately because I haven't had enough space for it. I mean, I want to get space, so essentially it's just for right now it's a little bit of a hassle. So I'm just gonna be showing the live stream for the 3.4 update.
とあなたが私のマスターか燃えたて騎士の魂よ暴風よ舞い上がれ
Good morning to all, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you guys are. How are you guys doing today?
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせセイバー
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで灼熱の太陽を背負い続ける
死者を花から呼び出して殺し合わせて勝者が全てを手に入れる行かなくちゃいけない
Good morning, everybody.
キノコ人の伝説はあれど英雄はいないと
How you doing, Nabi?
私見ました壊滅これにて完成宝石の余震をもって来世に暁を
And as per usual, I will put the codes. I will clip the codes later from the live stream so that you guys can redeem it. Oh, sorry. Is that better? Sorry about that. But how are you guys today? I don't normally stream this early in the morning, but it is a highly anticipated patch for next Star Wars update, so that's why I decided to stream it today.
Hey, Mr. Albert?
Hello
Albert.
Woo! And whether
What's up, morning?
you have a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4 for the sun is set to
I'm excited for Saber. I'm excited for Archer. Archer we're getting for free.
Rebooting really does solve all problems.
It has been confirmed,
Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. I'm Finan. I'm
which
so
is
happy to
amazing,
be on
so-
this special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anaxagoras.
Nice to see all of you again.
we're getting Archer for free next patch, but they're doing triple banners again. Why?
Welcome to the show. I have been looking forward to this special program. More
They're
than
doing
anything
triple
else.
banners again, for crying
Where
out
the
loud.
story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
The burning sky and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Finan, so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
Doing triple banners again, but it is what it is, you know.
Few sacrifices matter. Every Chrysosaur was prepared for this. You just need to boldly take that last step toward the Era Nova.
Oops, I'm spoiling,
in the
sorry.
trailer just now, it seems like Finan is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about to reveal itself.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is an hour long of a live
All
stream.
that's happened in Amphoris
Ugh.
is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example,
Why the heck
when
did
we
they do
went
an
to
hour?
the
Why is
we
it
noticed
an
that the
hour,
Eye
man?
of
That's
Twilight
ridiculous.
seemed unusually high tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal
How's work
that the
going,
source
Navi?
of Amphoris'
Is it going
tragedy
okay?
Is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has
Yes,
something
that's
to
fine
do
on.
with that
Yes.
erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it? Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding ground, which switched from
He's
following
coming in the
path
next
of
patch.
erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond Era Nova.
Also, Fate collab
In addition, that Tin Man Lygist is also
is coming
pretty
July
suspicious.
11th.
He and Finan
So
had a
keep
pretty
that date in
significant
mind when you're
conversation in
coming,
the vortex
when
of
you
Genesis.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when he said.
keep that date in mind when it comes to the Fate collab.
Based on my interactions with him, Lygus doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysosaurs. Rather, he only wishes to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened
Sparkle,
so far is exactly what he wanted to see?
Kafka, and
That title, Theoros,
what is
does
it?
mean spectator. If we combine this information
Who
with
else
what
was
we
it
know
again?
about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphoris is being used
I
as
don't
a
have
chessboard by
any
people
of those
from beyond this
characters,
world.
so I mean,
And Lygus
I'm
is
not too worried.
Oh, you're exactly right. If the situation in the cosmos
And
is like
because I'm
VHS,
on the
then
guarantee.
Amphoris is a trap to set up the checkmate.
Oh, Tribby, yeah,
Maybe the
Tribby.
chess pieces
Oh, jeez.
themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Era Nova could affect the worlds beyond the
I'm going
sky,
for Saber
the Trailblazer's
and her
choices
weapon, so
may
I
also
can't
determine the
wish
fate
on
of the universe.
any
Before the
Re1
Era Nova
banners.
actually arrives, there's no way
I
to
just
tell
have to
what
wait
it will
till
bring.
July
The
11th
Trailblazers have
to
already done
wish
so
on
much
the
for
Fate
Amphoris.
collab banners.
I don't want them to
Because
have to
I am highly
experience the
anticipating them,
unknown of Era
and
Nova.
As someone
also
from beyond the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a
wanting
demigod's
to
divine authority.
be able to pull them as well. I mean, I'm not going for Archer because it's going to be going out for free, so I don't really care about that.
The Trailblazers won't betray
But
the
what I do
sincerity
care
of
about
them. However, their
is the
fate
fact
will
that
still be
the
tied
Fate
to that
collab,
Amphoris. They'll be
there's no
returning
end date to
battlefield
it.
with a very important mission.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members.
There's not really a set end date for the Fate collab, so
That Finan we saw
it'll
in the
continue
vortex of
on
Genesis
till they
at the
end
end
it
of the
eventually,
3.3
but I don't know
story.
when.
Why was
But they don't
his
have an
name
end date
hidden?
yet.
Maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh,
So basically you have this patch, next patch, and however many patches down the road,
themselves in the
the,
version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
What kind of information?
Following the story's progress as
yeah, I like that the end date isn't specified either, because that makes, because so many people are wanting these characters, right? And if they keep on wanting reruns or new characters, that you're just never going to be able to pull them.
Stories. Now, even its appearance has changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
So, I
Looks like it's
mean,
turned into some kind of database.
it makes complete
Use this
sense
system to unlock
to
even more
a
of Boris's
to a
secrets.
standpoint of,
That's right.
True.
well, there isn't an
Besides,
end
major
date,
updates
so
too,
you
as
can
I
wish on
read.
this character
Along
so
the
many
way to
times
skip
before it ends,
dialogue
right?
feature,
So
which was
yeah,
previously
it just
announced, is
it just
finally
makes this
going
whole lot
live in
easier
version
than having an
3.4.
end date for a
Story
specific
dialogue can
banner.
now be skipped by section,
That's so many
plot
people are
summaries,
wanting.
and the main characters that appeared in each section displayed along the way. Now you can choose the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences. In version 3.6, there'll also be a
July
story
11th.
recap
July
button.
11th is when the Fate collab
Stay
drops.
tuned. But of course, as we
I
move into version
cannot wait.
3.4, we shall take the final step
Although
of the prophecy together.
Cypher took all my
Witness the
polls,
truth
but
and the fate of this world. And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted
Cypher
at in the
literally
version
took all my
3.2
polls.
preview is
All my
finally
polls that I
going
saved
live
up
soon.
for Cypher was all gone.
You mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Aranova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4. Can't spill too much here, but I can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its
Because I got
own
E1,
original
I lost on
theme
Fushuan, which I
song.
actually
So don't miss it.
wanted
nice.
from, like,
I can't wait to dive into
I don't
the
know,
whole
because I mean, I
story
could use
already.
a
Next, why don't we turn
I could
our
use a
attention
secondary
to our good
sustainer
friend Viden
on my
and take
team,
a
but
look
I don't know
at
how
story
well
depth.
she's going to be honest. I mean, I know Adventuring is the best shooter in the game, but at the same time, I don't have it. So, I'm kind of crap out of luck, basically. And also, the usage of freaking... The usage of Depart is, like, completely useless at this point anymore. My goodness, those animations do freaking...
What in the world happened to Finan to make him change this much?
Fine on
This
it.
is nothing like the warm,
Man.
sunny person we all know.
Finance
Now
character
he
looks so
seems
cool.
Strange and formidable.
Oh, could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them.
I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but
He always had our backs.
But
I'm gonna
behind
try
that
to go
kindness
for a
and
Cypher,
reliability,
not Cypher.
Finan carries the
Cypher's dispatch.
expectations of many.
Saber and a
He
weapon,
is the
but I don't know how
deliverer
I'm gonna pull that
chosen
off
by
at
the
all.
prophecy,
Because,
and Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the flame chase journey.
I don't
Aglaya
freaking know,
even
man.
used her own death to set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the
I only
focus of
have like
criticism
3 polls
and
till
allowing
the next
Finan
patch.
to step up and rally the people.
And
Yeah.
that ain't a lot to go
All
off of.
hopes for him. Some even call him the deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. What was Finan like before he joined the Flame Chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a small, remote village. Nothing flashy, but
That is not a lot to go off of.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
it was. And even though the village was small, everyone got
Seriously.
along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there, surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Finan's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes, you've really come a long way.
These days, Finan just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on, no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphoris needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Finan's face is still the same.
Hey Navi, who are you going for though?
His gaze is now sharp and commanding, completely different from before.
If you're still
We're
here.
just one step away from the era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths of Amphoris are about to come to light. What trials lie ahead?
Ah, okay, okay.
What choices will
Nice,
Finan
nice.
make?
A hero's journey is never easy.
I am going
Pulling
for
your
mainly
heart strong enough,
Saber
No fire can burn you out.
because
If anything, every
that's the
trial
one
is
that I
just a
want.
forge for an even brighter soul. I am more than ready.
Well said. Then let's let everyone experience it all themselves.
Yeah.
In version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Finan
Yeah, fair.
performs in battle.
You got it. I'll first show up in the familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. The use of my skill also grants me core flames. Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
You already at work at
So
9:30 in the
core flames
morning?
only come from using your skill?
Basically 9:30.
Finan can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Finan will deal even more damage.
When
What
I use
time
my
do you
ultimate,
start
I'll
at?
create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Finan powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action, while he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Finan's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of three
Oh,
kinds
geez,
of
that's early.
titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation. Each with a brand new ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power
It's a
of
lot
the
earlier
Creation
than what I get
titans,
up
I
at.
can deal damage to one
Jesus.
designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds
I
up
mean,
the
I get
Soul
up at
Scorch
like
stack.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Once all enemies have taken
What-
action, I
Get up out of bed by 8 o'clock
dealing
a.m.
damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these
So
two
I
abilities also
I
grants me an
sleep pretty,
exclusive charge called Scourge.
I sleep
which
in
was
a
my
lot.
third ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to
Mainly
deal
'cause I don't
bounce
have to be
damage.
up so
If I've
early
maxed
to
out the
work.
consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have
What
been
kind of
maxed
work
out,
do you do, though?
Finan will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Finan's technique is pretty unique too. Upon casting it, Finan instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait, all enemies? That's nuts.
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
Oh, okay.
If the technique
Nice.
misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when Finan's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh, I see.
All right, Now that we've wrapped up Finance combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces.
I so want to go for Sparkle's Light Cone, but I think I'm gonna have to sit it out if I'm gonna get Saber's Light Cone and Archer's Light Cone.
Some serious enhancements.
Let's go!
Which kind of sucks, but anyway.
Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Let's start with Silverwolf. After the optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh, so it's AoE now, not single target.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Next up, Kafka. After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate, recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And now for Blade. After the update, he will deal damage.
I'm thinking about getting a new computer by Black Friday this year, just because
he is more likely to be attacked.
I could probably get a good deal on it.
Will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation.
Typically, Black Friday deals are usually like the best deals in the year.
Based on her max HP.
But I would have to
Time a teammate loses HP,
early bird it though.
Jingliu stacks
Otherwise, I
extra
might not
damage.
get my computer.
After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a
My
stack
laptop.
of syzygy. That means the spectral
The laptop here costs like $4,000 just to buy a new one that has all the specs you need for it. It's like, oh, for crying out loud, that's ridiculous.
Upgrades. But with all these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
But I find it interesting that they're changing the Eidolons though too, to match what the what the buffs are for coming in 3.4.
One more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
Oh.
But the other funny thing is that Blade is also on the new banner system that they have, which is
making its debut.
kind of ironic that they're rerunning him again,
Ooh, let's take a look at the video clip.
even though you can literally lose your 50-50 to him. Like, huh? Also, you don't know how much I wanna get the outfit for her.
And that firefly-shaped brooch on her chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought
But at
into
the
picking
same
it out.
time,
Maybe she even
I don't know
asked
if I
for fashion
should.
advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an eye for style. They must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit changes?
Oh, totally possible. If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using your...
because I love Firefly as a character, but at the same time, she got power crept horribly.
Official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this.
And then not only that, but they're also rerunning Firefly this patch too.
Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Find It, and the limited 5-star light cone.
What the heck?
The Dawn will have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new 4-star light cone for the Path of Remembrance. The story's next page is being added to the first half banner. At the same time, we'll also kick off a special
Excuse
warp
me.
event. The limited 5-star characters. Treby, Sunday, and
Tribby, Sunday, and Sparkle. Dear Lord.
Time where a flower, a grounded ascent, and earthly escapade will return as well.
Also,
In the
that's
second half
with
of version
Fine on, too.
3.4, we've got another round of special warp events. Limited 5-star characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back along with the limited 5-star Lycoons. Whereabouts your dreams rest, I shall be my own sword and the unreachable side.
Mm-hmm. Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this version. What about Kafka and Silverwolf?
Here's a little sneak peek. Limited 5-star
Jingliu and
characters,
Blade.
Kafka and Silverwolf will be back in version 3.
And apparently Kafka's rerunning next patch, too.
Lycoons, patience is all you need, and incessant rain will rerun as
So,
well.
Nice.
Also, 8 new 4-star Lycoons will be added to the Nameless Army.
yeah,
Rewards
Sunday.
in version
Sunday,
3.4.
Sunday, Sunday.
I see.
Oh boy,
familiar
they're
faces
rerunning
on the
a
Lycone.
bunch of characters
There are
this
a few
patch
mini versions
again.
of Chrysos heirs.
Looks
I
like
hate it when
fun.
they do these
Does
triple
enjoy
banners,
spending
man.
his days in the
Because I mean,
wheat
I
fields.
want so many of the
Here's
characters, but I
mattress.
don't have many
Can't beat
polls
that
for it.
level of comfort.
It just makes
For
me,
sure.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still
It
more
just
version
makes me
3.4
sad.
content coming your way.
and go a wee bit crazy, but we don't talk about that. No! You lost your 75-25, darn. Sorry. Because Lycone is a 75-25, by the way, not a 50-50. So there's a 75 chance for you to get the Lycone, and then there's a 25 chance for you to lose it. Yeah. Unless you seemingly somehow end up losing every single 75-25, that would be ridiculous. That'd be Genshin 2.0. Because Genshin, you lose so much on the weapon banner, man. You lose too many times.
Good news comes from Penacony. At the other end,
I can't even count how many times I lost on the freaking weapon banner.
Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
Because I think it was too many
Cute
times.
match 3 game?
That's right. The International Peace Corporation has officially
Wait, what?
sponsored Origami Bird Clash. And hopes
And
to
so
make
you-
this arcade game
you wish
full
on
of
the-
Penaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos.
Oh no!
And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original.
So you
South
got
Arcade.
Lycone
Trailblazers Radiant
now
Red
instead of Sundays.
There
You
needs
were
to be some
guaranteed.
new game modes for
And
the
now
game to
you're-
make a name for itself, right?
Of course.
You have to
This time, the two
go
players
to the
will take
pain of
turns
maybe
acting on the
losing
same
again.
field, and every player has a set number of moves. You can eliminate
I'm sorry.
more and more fruits to form bombs and obtain extra moves.
You can also get
That's
extra
awful.
moves when you swap 2 super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
Oh no! I see
Ah,
obstacles
shoot.
popping up on the
Oh
field.
shoot.
How are we supposed to do
Yep,
those?
I've done that before.
Not to worry. In this version of the Origami
I
Clash, there were
myself,
lots of
even
new
though
items that
I've
help
been
you in battle.
a
For example, shattering
even
hammer
though
can
I've been
eliminate any
playing
individual
2 to 3
fruit
years
or
of gacha
obstacle.
games,
Spicy bomb can turn a fruit into
I
a
have
bomb.
done that
And
myself
reset 2
mistakenly,
can reset all fruits on
and
the field.
regretted it
Leveling
because
up items will also make them more
I
powerful.
As long as
I
you
didn't
pick the right
intend to
item,
pull on that
press the
banner,
right
and then I
button,
was just like,
you
oh
can
shoot.
turn the tide and deliver a powerful blow to your opponent.
There are plenty of familiar faces among our opponents this time.
So that kind of
Trailblazers can still battle against
that kind
many
of
old
bit me in the
friends
butt.
in this event. In addition to participating in story challenges, Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends from across the universe. This multiplayer mode won't end with version 3.4 either. Origami Bird
Also,
Clash
good morning.
will replace the Seal Slammer
If it's
multiplayer
morning for
mode
you or
with
whatever
the
time it is for you, because I don't know what time zone you're in.
We're done slamming
So I'll just-
seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
Good morning, good evening.
Let us continue with more.
Good afternoon.
Version content. Our old friend gets a
Oh, okay, so you're way later than
as
me then.
usual in version 3.4.
Nice.
The planar fissure and
Or is it
realm of the
early?
strange events will also return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
Yep. In version
Is it morning?
3.4,
Or is it
stagnant shadow
PM?
shape of cinders will also come online. And you can
Oh,
obtain
okay.
the ascension material, charred bud of twilight.
So you're
and
3
upgrade
hours
characters
behind
upon
us then.
completing the challenge.
At the same time, the planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and Revelry by the Sea will also come
You're up
along.
very early this morning, I guess,
Trailblazers
because
can
of the
tingle in
live stream.
divergent universe.
Ah, why did my seat collapse?
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First, the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July. This year's event
I went to bed at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't even know how I'm up right now.
Core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star Rail will be joining Anime Expo this July. Come visit the Star Rail booth
Anime
and claim
Expo,
free limited
oh.
gifts.
A special
Well, I mean, I
panel
don't
for
really
Honkai
pay
Star
attention
Rail
to
will
that
also
stuff,
be
so
held at Anime Expo,
meh.
featuring several special guests.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements. See you at Anime Expo.
Well, thank you all for
I don't even know where
introduction.
Peacock Theater is. Is that in the States? Is that in Canada? I don't know.
We'll move it on to our next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
Well, I am a professional super
I ain't got no clue.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
no!
Hey, what's going on? It's not my time yet. Ah!
I typically don't stream this early in the morning, but then again, I felt like it today because obviously, you know, the next patch is going to be the most anticipated out of the other patches that we had so far. But I'm kind of surprised that they didn't.
Ah, long time no see, everyone. I'm Aventurine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Nah, I don't know.
Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill.
I'm not one to say because I'm not the one who operates it.
Apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Owlbert,
Yeah, Camden and
could your
Boot Hill.
class be speaker?
I gotta be honest about Boot Hill. I can't take him seriously with that dialogue he has,
You
so
can call me presenter instead.
I cannot take the VA of.
Well, presenter
I
doesn't
mean,
sound
I
half
can't take the
bad.
character,
In that
sorry.
case, why don't
I
you
can't
present
take
the situation
Boot
to
Hill's
our
character
audience?
seriously when he
Explain what
speaks
you
like
meant
that.
by
It just.
summoned by the Holy Grail and why we
It just
arrive
makes me
at
kind of
Penacony.
chuckle at him. Because it's just like, what is this
Well,
dialogue?
The cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams.
Mother fudger, late weather.
Wow. Sweet dreams
I cannot
and the
take this
Holy
man
Grail
seriously.
War. Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right. But I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish
Like,
granting
seriously, I
device
cannot
that
take
can
this man
manifest
seriously.
any
I am
miracle.
sorry.
And the Holy Grail War is a major.
No offense to Boot Hill's VA at all, because I don't want any strife, you know, between me and him. But I don't even know him personally, so
That dadgum wubba
even
boo
then,
Charming Festival has only just concluded. And they're
it wouldn't really
putting
bother
on a
me,
show
or
already.
even then, it wouldn't really matter because I don't know him in real life. So,
Being a holiday resort.
but
How are they
at
gonna
the same
attract
time,
tourists if they don't have any events?
just in case, you know, you never know. I mean, I'm not that big enough to even be paid attention to these VAs anyways, so.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War.
But I just
into a new
can't
show that
take
rivals
him
the
so
Charmony
seriously.
Festival,
He's just
therefore returning Penacony to the
the dialogue,
cosmic
man. The
realm.
dialogue just drives me
Dreams as
nuts.
the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers. I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them.
Now,
as their
the
servants. And the
Fate
final winner
collab
will
is coming
receive
up in the next
precious
patch, which
opportunity
I am
to
excited
make
for.
their wish come true.
And that's realistically
Chance
the
to
only
make
thing
any
I'm really
wish
paying
and
attention
any
to
miracle
at
come
all in
true.
this live stream,
That's
because
definitely a
all the other
nice
stuff
gimmick.
is
But
nice and all,
as
but
we all know, people die if they're
I'm
killed.
mainly focusing
Bullets
on
don't
the Fate
discriminate,
collabs and
so someone
Archer
gets
and
caught in the
Saber.
crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone.
Because I like the anime, I like Grand Order, I watched Fate Grand Order when it was on an anime app that I have, but it's
All right.
you have to pay for it.
Since
But
it's
anyway,
you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off,
but
owner of the Radiant Felds.
yeah, the
Shareholder of Penacone Superstar, the Soul Glad festivity. Our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Oh, so.
but yeah, the Fate collab
Trailblazer
is like the
will take
one
part
that I'm
in
paying
another
attention to
adventure.
the most.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
Well, as another Penaconian shareholder, the Interastral Peace Corporation's Strategic Investment Department sent me as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boodle will also participate in this Holy Grail war.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too. But
July 11th, so I gotta wait like another
I
week
can't
or
turn a
two
blind eye when someone's
until
in
the
a tight
Fate collab
spot, so
drops.
helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boodle really has.
Let me see
more
what day that
fun
is.
with folks in Dreamflux region.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are
That is a
there any
Friday.
other special participants that we've been looking forward
Like
to?
3, 4 weeks from now?
Of course. Apart
No.
from local Penaconian
Less than that,
spirits,
because I mean today's Friday
3
too.
very well-known heroic spirits will
3 weeks
also
from now.
arrive by the Grail summon and participate in this holy
3 weeks
Grail
from
war.
now is when the Fate collab drops.
They are respectively Saber, Archer, and Lancer.
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder which heroic spirit will end up accepting a contract.
I can't wait.
Now, see? This is how you
Monday, the
Now we're
the
gonna do
Divergent
tons of
Universe
news.
resets,
That's
so
why you pay big
there's that.
bucks to get the big names. As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, and who will forge a contract with who, Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out for it. Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Exactly right. The King of Night's new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains her iconic blue and white colors.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, and the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well...
I really do like Saber's fit. It looks very nice. Also, so cool that she has her sword from the anime too. Except the interesting thing is that it doesn't have a English VA listed though.
That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh,
So,
talk about fancy visuals.
is she only gonna be played in Japanese or other voices aside from
Well, looks
English?
like Penaconian food is very much to her liking.
That's right. You
So
can't
that is
find
my
it in every
question.
summit. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I
Path
like
of
the
destruction.
Japanese.
Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters
I like
battle.
Japanese
If she
dialogue. I
uses her
mean,
technique in the overworld, Saber will
I'm
obtain
not saying
combat
it's a
buffs
bad
and also
thing that
more
it,
core
if
resonances
she's
after entering battle. When she
voiced
uses her
in
basic
Japanese
attack,
or
she can
in
deal damage to a
Korean
single
or
enemy.
in
The King of Knights is
Chinese,
cautious as
it
ever,
does not
Smith.
matter to me. Like, I mean,
I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and
I don't mind
training.
diversity,
When she uses her skill,
but
Saber will deal
I just
damage
think
to
it's
one
interesting that an
designated enemy
English
and its
VA is
adjacent
not
targets.
listed for Saber
If Saber has enough
or
core
Archer. I
resonance
mean,
at
it's
that time,
just,
she'll consume core resonance to
I'm just
regenerate
kind of
massive
wondering
amounts
if
of energy
it's,
for herself and increase her skill's damage.
Ah. In other words, you
if
need
it's
to
because it's an
accumulate as
anime
much
that's in
core
Japanese
resonance as
only,
possible
or
to
I don't know
increase the
what, because there
damage
is
Saber
dubs of it in
deals.
English.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into an
Such a
enhanced
cool
basic
ultimate, dude.
attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Ah. So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only does the sword bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also represents the noble ideal that was held
Like, I'm
in
not
the
trying to be
hearts
mean
of
or
the countless
anything, you
soldiers
know?
who once
I mean,
followed her in
I
battle. All right. That
I like the
concludes
diversity.
Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on to our next
But I just
heroic
thought it
spear,
was interesting.
Archer.
That's all.
Oh, seems like
It
Archer
says there's
cares about
only
this Holy Grail war very much.
Japanese,
He put
Korean,
on a new
and
outfit, too.
Chinese there.
Even Shane
So it's
for his
like, who's the
accessory
English
skill.
VAs
Those
for 'em?
decorations he had on his chest are now
If they
on his
have any.
shoulders.
What sharp eyes you've got, dear guest. Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness and strength.
You got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
Maybe they're just an anonymous voice actor, or I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
I am the bone of my soul. Unlimited blade works.
So that's Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite.
So nice about
impressive.
getting this character for free.
After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
I am the bone of my sword. That sentence sure brings back a lot of memories.
So I don't have to worry about wishing for him either.
Well, then,
Well, I
let's
mean,
take a look at
I
Archer's
could,
combat
but
performance.
what would be the point of that?
Okay, Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses his basic attack,
There's plenty of
Archer
other
can
characters
deal
I could wish
damage to
for.
one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill,
Oh my
Archer
gosh.
will consume 2
Dude.
skill points to enter the circuit connection state.
I might have to take a
dealing
nap out of
damage
this.
to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill, and he can continue to use his skill until
That's
he
so
runs
much
out of skill
freaking
points.
Heads up. The more times you use his skill consecutively, the more damage Archer
Skill
deals to
points.
enemies.
What? Oh,
After
that's
all,
Sparkle. Right.
Everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. And using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to one.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to play him though,
Archer's ultimate also
because I'm gonna be getting him as a free character. So I mean, I used Dr. Ratio when he first came out, but now I don't even use him at all.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to
Dr.
worry
Ratio
about
got
running out of
completely
skill points
benched.
again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blade.
I ain't gonna lie
Uses
though,
his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and
it
obtain
was kind of
special
fun to
charge.
use at
Well, that's
first,
a wrap on
when I
Archer's
first got him
introduction.
on
Now,
the game,
I have big news for
when he
everyone.
came out for
Promotional
free.
Club event starts on July 11th, and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim
Trailblaze
the
level
five-star
3 to
collab
obtain
character Archer for free.
that. So you have to be
Awesome.
3 to
We hope
obtain
that under Archer's protection,
Archer for free.
the adventure that the Trailblazers
So
embark on
that doesn't
will lead
necessarily
open the
apply
dark
to
clouds
new
and become a
players, but
saga.
as long as they can get
We also hope
their
that your
Trailblaze
character
level
will
up
you
to
a
3 before
with the servants across this vast
he goes
universe
away for
will
free,
bring you all
that would
wonderful
be
memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah. How about that? The free new limited
available
5-star
period
character
is
mentioned during the anniversary
3.4 to
celebration
the
is
end of
finally
version
here as promised.
3.6.
Actually, there's even more.
So that's the timeline you have
Trailblazers will get
to
another
claim your free
brand
save
new
or
limited
Archer,
5-star character totally for free.
Oh, awesome.
which is very nice.
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done yet.
So he's a hunt and quantum character. Okay,
Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for
they're really coming out with a lot of
How
quantum
thoughtful.
characters nowadays, it seems like.
Yeah, well, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right, now let's check out the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special
Birth
passes
of a
in the character
King.
collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone
2025-07-11
of a King and the limited
at
5-star Light
12
Cone
server
The
time.
Hell Where
Okay.
Ideals Burn from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition, pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone
Collaboration
banners.
warp
But
event
neither
will be
carries
available for a
over to
long time
other types of
after its
warps.
launch. Oh, very nice, very nice.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long term after the event starts.
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4, 3.6?
That's his signature
wrap up,
light cone?
you can
Dang,
still
looks
pull
cool.
Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star light cones.
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh, nice.
And here's one more piece of news.
Looks so
for you
cool,
all.
dude.
Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend a designated number of Star Rail
Wait,
special passes,
what?
they can directly obtain the limited 5-star Light Cone, the Hell Where Ideals Burn.
They're giving
Throughout
out
all of
his
version 3.4?
light cone for free
In
too
other
if you
words,
do
after
200
the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts,
wishes.
any Star Rail special passes
Huh.
used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, yeah!
So I don't even have to wish for him or his light cone.
Voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they like
If
to
they're gonna
say to all of
give it
us.
out for free, as long as I have 200
And
wishes to
back
put
hear
towards
their
it, but
special
still.
messages.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカスメ役です。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開
I
催という
most
ことで、
certainly don't
私は
have
とてもワクワ
200
クしてい
wishes
ま
to
す。
spare. Oh
こ
god.
の2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は
I do not have
厳しい冒
200
険
wishes
の
to
中でも
spare. There's
前
no
へと
way
進み続ける開
that I
拓者の
have
姿と似ているの
200
では
wishes
な
to
いかな
spare.
と思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が
I had
新
almost
たな
200
魅力が
wishes
生ま
to
れていくのを
spare
感じました。
when I was wishing
あ
for
まり多く
Cypher,
は話
but
せないのですが、セーバーが
Ah,
スターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。この
I
頃
lost on a freaking light cone,
楽しんで
so
いただけたら嬉しいで
that
す。
sucked.
星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中であなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。
Wait, the Japanese voice actors actually
アーチャーのかっこよさ存分に
played the
お楽し
game?
みいただ
What?
けると思いますので絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまた
There's so much stuff to look forward to, man. There's so much stuff to look forward to.
Alright! Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages.
Except the other thing is that to the polls to get a free like on is ridiculous, though.
We want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this
I most certainly do not have that much polls right now. But hey, there's no real end date for the Fate collab anyway, so I can save up 200 polls and wish then, you know?
For all their hard work on this collab.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication
And just really double down on how much polls I could save on it.
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that
Oh, I can't wait for the Fate collab to drop, man.
Program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired.
Mind you, it's probably limited though.
He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic
for
line.
that
the goddess
200
of
poll
beauty
thing,
is
though.
the most peerless beauty of them all.
Ah, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense V1 battles. Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round, losing
No.
and when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way
Wait,
to
what happened?
beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant
Is
different
this new
buffs.
stuff coming to
You
the
can merge
Divergent
identical
universe,
pieces
or
to
what?
upgrade them.
What the
higher
heck is
piece's
this?
rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough pieces of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely.
Ah,
That's
okay.
not all. Trailblazers can also
So did you see what
acquire
characters are
during
dropping
battle
for next
extra
patch though?
health. Plus, during combat, Trailblazers
God, they
can
have so
chance
much
to get
characters.
3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh? Well, I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
This Grail feels kind of off. Forking hell! Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers
Nope.
up enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
You are
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this
incorrect
is a
on that
reality
one.
show competition, and just for entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters. and enemy strength is toned down.
Ah, this way, new trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail War experience.
Exactly. The production team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
Now, just a quick reminder.
Finon, Triby, Sunday, Sparkle is running with Finon.
Collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
And then Phase 2, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade.
Who guess? That wraps up today's Fate Collab Update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
And then July 11th is when the Fate collab drops.
So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Yep. July 11th is when the Fate Collide drops. Oh, man. I'm gonna end my stream on YouTube.